my skincare cart right
But
there.
we're live, ladies. We're live.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you? Okay, hold on.
We're
Let me
live.
just.
I
I
know you're clicking
Hi,
around,
everyone.
but while you're clicking
Oh,
around,
that's better.
so for the people that are in my chat right now, I know I just literally went live just a few hours ago, like when I first woke up. But y'all don't know, but we have a group chat with other content creators, and they were just click clacking away. And I'm like, we might as well just go live and have a conversation. So we were having a discussion. So we got Melanie in the chat, Mel Hamlet, my rambunctious friend. We got
I love.
we got Therese. She
Hi.
is she is the intellectual, polyamorous, child-free lady.
It's my official title.
Yes, I call
I love
Melanie.
that. I love that. This like this some rambunctious.
And you know I'm always calling you rambunctious.
Or firecracker. I think you called me once, right?
Yes, my God. So I have moderators in the chat. Moderators. This is not a both sides conversation today. This is not a both sides conversation today. So if there is go Trump, go GOP, blah blah blah, they're not welcome here today. Just please know and understand that.
Where's the camera?
We're not both
There. Okay.
sizing it. We're not both sizing it. So how you doing, Mel? Mel, I know you're over in France. Were you able to vote here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I was trying to. Honestly, this is another thing that pisses me off. It was easier for me to vote in France than most Americans to vote in the United States. I
Oh my
faxed
God.
my vote. I faxed
What?
my vote. And some people can email it, and it says in the thing,
Interesting.
this is only for military and residents abroad. And like, oops, sorry. So it's like the voter suppression on every level inside the United States. Why am I able to fax this stuff?
Exactly. It's so weird.
So yeah, I voted in Florida, and it's funny. I just learned today that I thought that Florida was a kind of swingish state, despite what happened. But it seems full red now. I guess it's not a state
Oh yeah,
anymore.
Florida. We never had a chance in Florida. Florida is always lost to the. Yeah, Florida's never a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I just remember 2000, and it was like came down to Florida and 500 votes, and I was like, maybe, but yeah.
No, I think that the reason why I don't think the counting is going to yield anything is because, first of all, unless it's going to flip Pennsylvania in our column,
Yeah.
there's no way, because Florida's a solid win, Georgia's a solid win for them. So she needed to win all of the whatever they called it, the North blue wall. Yeah. Pennsylvania, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. And if she doesn't win Pennsylvania, she can't get to 270. So unless the counting is going to change the result in any of those states, because I don't know if she won the other states too, but I know she didn't win Pennsylvania, because I just went to bed. I was like, this is not happening.
But we're upset. We've commiserated. We have done the videos. And I don't know, Mel, I don't know if I've seen a video of yours this morning, but I have seen Teresa's video, and we just saw Char's video. But the thing is, what we have to do is talk about going forward. Earlier, I went live, and man, I had quite a few women on that live earlier today with 5 minutes of lead time. Like, I'm going live, and I had hundreds of people on my live. And I don't get that many people on my live, but I think that what people are looking for, what women are looking for right now, is what are we going to do going forward? And Mel, I know you're the white lady on the thing. I know that I might have some white ladies in my group chat that are a little irritated with me thus far, because I said that white women could have changed the trajectory of this. Because even if all Black people voted as a block, like voted with one voice, every last Black person that was eligible to vote it wouldn't have overcome the white woman vote. It really wouldn't
Nope.
have. And
Because it went up. Every
Yeah.
single group except for Black women, their support for Trump increased.
Yep.
Every single group. We were the only ones that held steady with our support. We're the only ones.
And people are going to get upset with us saying that, but y'all gonna have to let us have this moment to be a little bit upset. This is not going to change the mission of what we are doing. It's not going to change the mission of what we're doing and being women focused. But we do have to know and understand that we are not going to be for all women.
And also, it's not an opinion, y'all. It's numbers.
Yep.
It's not an opinion. That's what happened. Those are the numbers.
Right. So, Shar Henley, who I just went live with a couple of days ago, she put out a list of things that we need to start doing like immediately. And I had already considered this as well, but I'm a married woman, so I like some of this wouldn't even apply to me. No friends with benefits, please. Like literally cut that off. Cut that off. No drinking. Like we gotta moderate the drinking, like where your inhibitions get lessened.
Yep.
Those are my two that I want to give right now. No more loosening up the inhibitions around these people. Let's just chill out on this because our rights are, getting chipped away, and we're going to have to make a stand somewhere.
Yep.
But buy a sex toy. Buy a sex toy and stay away from dudes.
Yeah.
unless you are sterilized.
Yep.
No sex. No.
Yeah, like
go ahead.
Go
ahead.
I did a whole sex positive live not too long ago, and today I'm like, nope, none,
nope,
none,
nope.
done,
nope,
done.
Absolutely not, because most women can't afford to take that risk. Yep. It's too risky for most women. So no. And don't even have sex with your husband. Honestly, like if you have a risk of getting pregnant, don't have sex with your husband, especially if you're in one of the slave states. I just start calling them slave states because that's what they are.
Yep.
So we're going to have to do like an Underground Railroad thing to get women basic medical care, just like they did back in the day. We're just going to have to revive all that analog stuff.
Hold up. Camille said, collect all the toys
before they ban those. Yes. Yeah. And put that on my to-do list. Yes. I need a third and a fourth toy because I need to have at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, I gotta look at this. I can't see the comments on this.
The comments
they just show up. Yeah.
The comments are popping on here. And if you're on your if you're on your phone, it looks different. Thank you, BGN, for the $2 donation. I definitely appreciate you. And if you want to donate to the content, if you want to donate to my Cash App is $Bourbon Bougie, just like my name. But
okay, your username is Sally Hemmings. That's hilarious. I'm seeing that because that's what they are. What else do you call someone who, when you have half your population that you force them to engage in labor against their will without compensation? What is that called? It's called slavery. We need to start calling it reproductive slavery. That's it. I'm done mincing words.
Yeah.
Also, if you're holding alive, don't talk to men. Me and Summer and a bunch of my other mutuals on TikTok, we came up with this thing. First, I was like, just put women only on the panel, put like a sign, women only, 21 plus. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to invite them up, give them 1 minute to rant, do the timer, and then just ignore them going forward. Don't react. Don't ask them questions. Don't be affected at all by anything they say. Just move on to the next panelist. So the thing that they hate more than anything, they want to get a rise out of you. They want your ire, because part of being a conservative, particularly a conservative man, is domination, is owning the libs, being able to have one over on women, right? Don't give them the satisfaction that you are, make sure that they are inconsequential. So don't even let them get to you, because that's what they want.
Like Jay said, that's 5B. I don't know if you've heard of the 5th B.
What is the 5th B?
6 now.
The 5th B and I don't know if you guys are on the Twitter. I know a lot of people
heard of the 5th B.
But a Korean feminist said the fifth B was just to block them, block anti-feminist, misogynist males. Like, and I have a tendency, I already block them on my pages when they pop up, because even before this, I don't do sexism, I don't do racism. So just like I wouldn't have a sexist and a racist in my home, I'm not allowing them in my spaces. And I really feel like we've got to have that kind of energy, because like you said, they come in, they want to own the libs, they want to trigger us. And it's not even about this is not a game. This is not triggering women. This is not a game to be like trying to impact people's lives. I want to say thank you, Ronaful. She says she donated $5. I appreciate that. Brioche says 100B at this point.
Oh no, anyone who says they're a moderate, that these white women, I don't know what you can say on YouTube, these white women that were like moderate or like, oh well, politics shouldn't end friendships and shouldn't make you disconnect from family. No, those bitches are blocked too. No, they're not in the circle. They can't be trusted. They can't be trusted. No.
Yeah, and like literally, this is. I appreciate you, Tasha, the $2. This is not a game about just getting a bunch of followers and engagement. You know, I know some people love the negative engagement for numbers' sake or whatever, and it really is more than, we have a bigger ministry and a bigger mission than that. So, you know, if they want to sit silently and never speak on things, that's fine. But as soon as they start talking and the misogyny is spewing out, you know, we gotta let them go, because like watching these women die from unviable pregnancies is hurtful. And I can get what I need. I have the money, I have a credit card, I can get what I need. And I'm in a state where I still have rights. What about the women and girls who don't have rights, who are not pregnant by their own, you know, decision making? It makes me so mad. Thank you, Misha, for the $4.99. Misha says it might be, it's not that it's an unpopular opinion for Black women to clock out. I know
that's not unpopular at all.
It's not unpopular. I know burn the capes and sabbaticals, that is going to be something that's going to be said. But there's still going to be people like me. There's still going to be people like Therese and Mel that are holding, you know, we got upset for a minute. I saw your eyes earlier today, Therese.
Yeah, that video, Therese.
You were upset, but now it's what are we going to do next? Go ahead, Mel. I know we have a tendency, all of us could literally do our own lives because we can all literally talk. So go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, you know, actually I've been thinking today about, you know, I did a video this week about the, you know, white women and how we vote, and now it's very clear to me that I want to shift my content to really like get the point across more, so that like these fuckers don't oh crap, I'm sorry, forkers like
they don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. They are not your friend, and you are much safer in a community of women who are not centering men, and who also are doing the work of deconstructing all of it. And like so many women were like, Jill Stein, and I was like, learn your history. That is not going to work. And they were like, you're doing it. Anyway, so I used to focus a lot on making fun of men and trying to help women heal. And now I'm just focusing on how do women heal from their shit, stop this stuff, because screw them, leave them alone. Let them have their loneliness crisis by themselves. Stop giving your brothers money, your male friends, like the way we enable them, and the sons, the sons, the king babies in the making. Like we have to like just, you know, stop giving, because they won't survive without all our help. But my job particularly is to help understand more than I've been trying to, is that like white women are fucked with, oh my God, I'm sorry, I did it again. I'm like really, anyway, I don't want to take up too much space on this because honestly, like that's why I haven't made any videos today. I defer. I'm going to get to work, but I was like, I don't even know what to say. We failed the country. It's on us. I mean, it wasn't just us, but it was on us again. And that's what we've done historically every single time. So I know I have work to do. I just want to figure out how to alter my content to make that more the North Star. But anyway, I don't know.
It's okay. Like, you know, we have the group chat where we're chit-chatting, and we all have a lane. You have a voice. Your voice is important. One of the things that we do have to talk about, like someone was saying, actually it's not just 5B now, it's 6B. And I don't know what the 6th B is, but
someone put it in the chat. I'm curious.
It is mostly about spending money with other women.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the B is, but I just think that that was just another tenet of it, to spend money with other women. Like,
I don't know for sure, but I did watch some videos on the 6B thing like last week, I think. And I was like, oh no, this is what I'm talking about. Cause it's not just about, it's not letting them talk, like not talking, like not arguing with men, not like giving them like, because they wear us out when we do this. And, you know, like we've all been doing this on our pages already, deleting, blocking, all that stuff. But it's the money thing. It's the money thing. Like, I mean, we put so much money, and they always come to us for money, you know? And so we got to start investing money in
there
like,
is a movement among SWs. I don't know how big this is, but I think it's literally called Give the Women Money. So it's like a whole thing of like to transfer the wealth back to women that they've stolen over the centuries, that like you shouldn't, no interaction you have with a man should be free for them. For those of you who still want to date and you're on the apps or whatever, $50 for a message. Like, yeah, I'll message you. Want to message you back? You're really interested in me? Hit up my Cash App. And anyone who isn't willing to like pay for your dinner, give you the $50, whatever, don't even block, delete. We're not fucking around anymore.
So there's 300 sets of eyeballs on here. If y'all could go ahead and hit like for me and push the content out. I've already put out 3 different videos today. A lot of times I put out 4 videos. So if you guys want to support the live, just go ahead, drop a Cash App is $Urban Bougie, but or just hit the like for me. I appreciate that. So we're up at 6B. And you know, it's just time. No more of all of this. But
I see what it is. Win-Win said 5 and 6B is also no makeup and no tight, trendy clothes or something. I don't know.
It would certainly save me a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't want to tell women not to wear makeup because I don't wear makeup. It's easy for me to say. But
I have a Sephora habit, clearly. So and that would certainly save me money. But for me, makeup is more like a self-care situation.
Yeah.
It's like brushing my teeth and putting on deodorant. Like I treat it like that. It's not like I don't do it for dudes.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is I know a lot of women really enjoy it, and it's part of creativity and all that stuff. So I think there's a little bit of like, I don't agree with that angle so much, because it's like,
I would say
it's just to attract men, okay, but
I would say examine the reasons why you're doing it, and really unpack those and make sure that your reasons are for creativity and self-care and not for like external validation.
So like my girl Camille says, y'all, I hate to break it to you, but the Dems never had our back. When I say we all we got, that's just what I mean. No politicians are going to do what we need them to do. And that's the reason why we have to have these spaces with conversations where we're creating clear plans. Like when I say things like, you know, having boundaries is not even just about having boundaries around your money. It's having boundaries around your time and energy as well. You know, doing things, because that's still a resource that you can pour into yourself, you can pour into other women or something like that. Or you could just hold back and sit your butt down at home for a little bit until we get the opportunity to, you know, I don't know, get some more rights back or something.
Oh, Therese, also remember you said in the live that I did with you a while ago, when you gave suggestions at the end, one that was like, was about your social media inventory or whatever, and really go through and make sure you're not following men.
Yeah.
Because you're paying men, all these Robbie Harveys, all these like narcissists, all these husbands who are good husbands. Stop. Give those views and that money to women, because like I'm tired of them getting huge platforms from regurgitating our points.
Spend like a whole like weeks and weeks only clicking on and reading and commenting and sharing women's content, like this kind of content. That way, because how you make money on TikTok is the For You, right? They have to view it on the For You page. But if you curate their algorithm like that, you don't even especially stay away from the rage bait stuff from the dudes. Don't click or share anything they do, and then sure enough, by the time you get done doing that, a couple weeks, your For You page will be fine.
So for you two ladies, I don't know if here on YouTube you're putting your stuff on playlists, but I have a playlist. I have several playlists. So for the women in the chat, if you're wondering how you can help put me out, even if you're not watching the stuff, if you just watch one of my playlists and just let it roll. That would be completely helpful. I have several playlists, and you know, that's something that's free. You can set it up on a phone to just let a playlist roll, and that would be
one more thing. If you're a woman with a small business, or even if you're a salaried woman, next time negotiation comes around, ask for more than you think you deserve. Really negotiate on raises, like push back if you feel like you're not getting a raise that, you know, whatever. And if they don't value you, try to find a new job if you can. If you are an independent contractor, if you are a small business owner, increase your rates, and get someone to publicly pay you. I did this for my friend Kate. She had a thing where, post bounties when you hold lives. If you have panelists, that if you're going to invite men up, post bounties, because to get rid of them, women will pay. They will. And seriously, that's an extra revenue stream. So when you're on your YouTube live or your whatever live, or even if you're watching someone's live, message the host or message the mods and say, hey, you should have a bounty on panelist's head. And it's like, I saw them. They used to be like $10 or $15, but I'm notorious for going into Public's live and going into Kate's live and paying multiple times to get dudes kicked, and I love it. It is the best. It's better than shopping. It's the best dopamine hit, because at a certain point, these men are disingenuous, and they're just in the space to be disruptive. Yeah. And they're holding up the conversation, they're pivoting off the point, and they're just taking up all the oxygen in the room with the insistence that they center themselves. So if you are holding live spaces, hosting them, or in live spaces, everyone on the panel's Cash App should be on the thing, the host, the panelists, the mods, whatever, and it should say $50 to drop, $30, whatever it is. But the people who were charging $10 and $15 to drop are now charging $50. And those are in the spaces where I have paid over the asking to get people off. And everybody in those like 2 or 3 spaces that I've been in and done that have raised their prices. So I spent $250 in a live once to get rid of a dude.
I would like to say that I am a mother. So if you have $250 to spend, you can adopt me, because I do have kids.
Wherever I can't see on this screen, but wherever the Cash App is in the comment, wherever it is, hit up the Cash App. By the way, mine is $ Therese H. Lee, by the way.
Yes. So somebody said in the chats, she's like, and she's not being snarky or anything, she's like, Black women, I know y'all didn't really expect that we were going to save anything. and I honestly just think that we do know and understand what country we live in. We know and understand, but it was the excitement of the possibilities.
Yeah.
I don't think that anybody is confused. We did make it out of the first Trump presidency, but people are being very surface level with this. This is going to have ramifications that are bigger than Trump, because I don't even think Trump is healthy enough to get through 4 years, but JD Vance is. And JD Vance is a Theo bro who is healthy. JD
Yes.
Vance is a Theo bro, and he's healthy. He is the manosphere, and he's the patriarchy and religion all combined. They're going, the manosphere, the patriarchy, religious, the Theo bros are going to combine like Captain Planet, and like take off against it. It's going to be a lot bigger than this election. Getting two young conservatives in. Y'all know, like when Harrison Buckner went viral, going viral at that commencement thing at the graduation, the kicker that played with, okay. I think that type of person, I think he's going to go into politics. I think he's going to politics. I think he went viral just to go into, he's setting the scene to go into politics. That's going to be the type of person that's going into politics soon. So we all better get ready for this.
He'll run for Congress in 2026. I'm clocking it now. He'll run for Congress somewhere in 2026. Like whatever year he leaves football or retires, he will run for Congress. I guarantee it.
I want to say thank you. The last shall be first for the $15, and thank you, Child Free Chick, for the $5. I definitely appreciate that. Because instead of actually making my normal content today, I'm going live. So it definitely helps to support the content when I get donations. So I appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we got going on.
So I think you mentioned this also, and I just want to say it so I don't forget about getting, Teresa, was it you or hard copies of things? We need to start keeping our history. And I said in our chat that even our videos, I don't trust that YouTube or any of these people aren't going to just hijack all of our work and take it and steal it. So if it's in a cloud, start buying hard drives and just have your own history, because we can't trust it to these corporations anymore.
And have something that's unconnected to any network. So you have a backup drive that's just like a local drive, and back your stuff up regularly. There are apps that you can do where you can download your entire like TikTok, your entire YouTube, whatever. There are apps that do that. You just Google. But yeah, the preservation of the knowledge, all of the important novels, the important essays, poems, nonfiction information, scientific studies, things like that. Like bibliographies, all these things. We need to make sure we have hard copies of those things, or if it's only a digital thing, printed out copies, because when they start burning books are going to become very precious. And Elon Musk is going to be allowed to run rampant after January. So I don't know if he's just going to delete the whole internet and start over. I don't know. I don't know if he knows how to do that, but like, you're digital. We can't rely on digital copies of things. We have to have hard copies and put them in like a locked safe right there with your pew and your piles of cash.
So Priceless Princess wondered if we were married. So I'm married, Mel is married, and Teresa's in a relationship. So it's not necessarily that's the thing though. And I don't know, like literally we are pro women, pro girls, even being in a relationship. We can still have a healthy relationship with our spouse or our partner and still be terrified for the direction of other things. Like literally, some of us have our own money. We can just get up and go. But this is bigger picture, because so many of us see the stories from women and girls daily. We hear these stories, and this is a challenging time for us. Okay, let's see what else we got going on in these.
I just want to add one more thing to the hard copy stuff. Also, if there's articles, because there's a lot of great information that's in the form of articles. You can download the articles and then put them on a drive. Because literally, when Vice decided to just tap out, and they're like, hey everyone, we're gonna erase our whole website. All those writers were like started downloading everything rapidly because all the journalists were going to lose all of their work. So I've downloaded all of my articles, but any articles that you have seen that changed your life, that you love, download them, because they may just literally disappear. Just disappear.
Yeah. And I know that most of us are uncomfortable with a certain kind of weapon, but we need to go to the range, get our licenses. If you live in a concealed carry state, that's probably the one saving grace about living in that state, because it's probably a slave state. So at least in the slave state, you can conceal carry. So get your permits, get comfortable with it. I would find probably a local women's veterans group, to find a range that's not like NRA, MAGA dominated, because they're very big in that space. Most people in the weapon space are very conservative people. So you have to find a teacher or a range that is going to be safe for you to go. Because the last thing you want to do is to be at a range with a bunch of MAGA people trying to learn how to fire a gun when everyone has a gun. Like, you don't want to be in a space where everyone has a gun, where all the people are those people. And don't go alone. Like, buddy up with some girlfriends. Make it next girls trip. We're going to the range.
Yeah.
We're going to go range, then bottomless mimosas. But seriously, the girls trips, the girls weekends need to be skill building. Think about the skills you have and the skills you don't have, and find the people who have those skills, or go on YouTube and look at a video and learn those skills and share that knowledge with others.
Yeah. So Priceless Princess says it's unrealistic for married women to ask single women to leave men alone. So for Priceless Princess, and for anybody else confused about this, nobody has to listen to us. Nobody has to listen to us at all. We're only saying that I say that because at this particular juncture in life, it's risky. It's risky to be a pregnant married woman in some of these states. So people can do what they want. We're not there, and we're not heavy-handed like these Christo fascists. So do what you want to do. But it obviously is going to have an impact right now. We can see an impact right now, like the Iceland women who went on strike by just pulling back a little bit. And nobody is even saying pull back forever, but how you use your time, energy, and resources will be up to you, because obviously that's the only thing that we can control is our own time, energy, and resources. But nobody has to listen to us.
I also want to just add to that in terms of I'm not really into purity tests. So the same way I wouldn't say if someone wants to wear makeup, that they're not participating. The way I see it, and I was single until I was 42 and celibate for most of that time. So I have lived the 4B life before I even realized it. And the only reason why I'm married is because he makes my life easier. If that was, I have my own money and ready to leave when I need to. So the only reason why it's it's easy for married women to say, but it doesn't mean you can't have children. My friend just had a baby, intentionally single mom. She's thriving. She is thriving as a single mom because she has a community of women and family, and she's on vacation. I've never seen a mother not stressed like this woman. And so I was like, you know what? It's not about purity tests and you have to do this and that. It's all contextual. I would never, but there's a lot of women who are like, yeah, no marriage, but they're dating a dude and he's living with you for 10 years. So that,
I think of it as like an early warning system. Imagine men are like a hurricane that's off the coast, and we're like, girl, hurricane a coming, you might want to evacuate. Yeah. And it's up to you to grab your go bag and go. We're not going to come and get you and pry you out of your house. We're just warning you of the danger to come. You take the warning, you leave the warning. That's up to you.
Yeah. So just to let everybody know, for the people who don't know, the woman that's right beside, hold on, this way. This is Therese Lee. I was like,
Hi.
The woman below me,
That's Mel.
Is Melanie Hamlet. So we got Therese.
Yeah, that's
Lee,
Mel.
and we got Melanie Hamlet. I have several really educated women in a content creator group chat, and we really do overlap with our communities. Where we chit chat, and all of our lives are not the same. We got child-free women, we got married women, we got single women, but the whole focus is women. All right. So
one more thing about weapons. Also, you might want to think about having some kind of analog weapon skill, like take a self-defense class, like jujitsu or something. Learn how to use a knife. My sister and I are doing archery. That's going to be our analog self-defense thing. Because think about it, if things ever go really bad, who's all over the country hoarding ammunition now? Yeah, you might have your weapon, but you might not have ammo for it because they'll like buy out all the ammo. So you have to have like an analog alternative to the fancy thing, whatever it is, and have like a backup plan to your backup plan. I mean, it sucks, but you have to. I'm even delaying my Chicago move because my sister and I were talking about family safety issues, and I'm like, being up here in New England, kind of in the middle of nowhere, this is kind of where you want to be right now. I don't think it's safe to move back to a city right now, not because of the city, anything about the city, but because if you need to leave, getting out is difficult because there's so many people. Whereas where I am right now, I could literally take a bunch of back roads and be in Canada in a day. So I think I'm going to stay up here for the time being.
And that's one of the things that we have to think about. That's the reason why we can use anger as a conduit, as a vehicle to get somewhere. But we need to be thinking about things. Earlier today, I was like, y'all, can you run away? Can you run and not die? Can you run some blocks? Can you get loud? Are you keeping your head on a swivel? We have to have these practical conversations right now because not everybody is going to have a pew pew, but you need to be in shape enough to get away. You need to be like, my kids are in mixed martial arts and they are being raised to say, no, get away, use your voice to propel people because, maybe that little bit will be enough time to separate yourself from somebody. But, okay.
And if you're going out, stop wearing shoes you can't run away in. Ditch the heels. Wear a shoe that you can run in so you can get away. You don't want to be like horror movie girl running down the alley naked in stilettos. Like, oh my gosh. No, you need to be in comfortable shoes. And I know y'all fashion girlies are going to hate this. Find yourself some stylish, comfortable freaking shoes.
Yep. So I just went to a concert 2 weeks ago for my birthday, and I was literally wearing sneakers. I'm not going to be in a crowd of all these people wearing some cutesy little shoes. We're in a crowd. What if I need to run away? I'm wearing some Jordans.
Buy Chucks, by the way, because that's a little homage to the vice president. She likes to wear Chucks with her suits and everything. So buy those. They make memory foam versions of them now. They're very comfortable, easy to run away in those shoes. And stylish.
This is kind of like more of like a relationship advice thing. But one of the things I was thinking about is like, I think, especially now, there's a lot of women are taking care of their dads, and dads who did not take care of them, did not give a crap about them. And they're putting resources, time, money, and caring.
Oh no, fuck that.
Yeah, like we need to really start thinking about where our time and energy and money is going to, because some of these dads were literally only reconnecting with us to be cared for in their old age. Literally ignored us, and then they hit 70 and are like, "Hey, honey," and so we have to start seeing through all of this.
You can do it as long as you're getting a slice of that pension he's collecting, as long as you're getting a bit of that. So ask to be compensated for your labor. I don't care if it's family. If it's not like people like this, like your besties and your crew, anyone outside of that group, you're charging money for your labor. No more free labor, ladies. No more free labor.
And I would say, and First of all, Miss Tyree, thank you for the 10 pounds, and Wacko Slimo, thank you for the $5. Before all of this, I was always saying, pour into the people who have poured into you.
Mhm.
That clears up a lot of things. If your sperm donor, if your womb holder, hold on, what is that? You know what I'm saying, the egg donator, wasn't there for you, pull back. Don't give to people who wouldn't give to you. You know, like sometimes I have something to give and I'll give it. I'll support these people. I'll support these people. And then I get supported in return. But if these people are just coming out of nowhere and now they require your time, energy, and resources, and they've never poured into that bank of your time, energy, and resources, the answer should be no. I'm going to match the
Hang on
same.
1 second.
Mhm.
I'm going to match the same energy that you gave me growing up.
Mhm. Mhm. And the same thing goes with like, I mean, and I know it tends to especially be with like oldest daughters, but like brothers, you know, like that brother who just won't get a job, like, or our friends, like so many guy friends. Like, I mean, I'll give an example that from, you know, this can be across multiple communities, but like when I was in the outdoor community, these men who do dangerous sports, they go climb, they get injured. None of those men are going to take care of those men when they get injured or sick. And it's always women and girls, our girlfriends who are coming. I love it, Teresa. I love it. It's always women who are going to come in and clean it up and sweep it up and make their lives comfortable. And so, like, when I look at my past, all the times that men would just, and also our brain power when they're asking us questions. Leslie Witherspoon said, she's like, you will no longer steal my cognitive labor or whatever. And I was like, yes, that. I'm not answering questions, you know, like.
I'm not doing that history series. Certainly not doing that. No, I'm not putting forth all that labor to educate people who don't want to be educated. I'm devoting my time to developing content that has resources for women that will be useful in the wars to come.
Yep. So let's see. Melanie, I'd rather be a dragon said, she followed me and you on Patreon. So we definitely appreciate that.
I need to get a Patreon.
You do, Therese, you really do, because you have so many fans and you do such amazing work.
Yeah. I think I set up the thing, but like I haven't made any exclusive content for it and I haven't announced it. So how would anybody know? Like, like I need to do that.
Yeah.
I get on that.
It took me forever to set mine up because I was like, I'm afraid to hit publish.
So what do we think about Leon Tusk? Leon Tusk getting maybe some place in the White House administration.
I think that comment, Jessica, that Jessica posted is absolutely right. Who the hell knows what he's going to do? That's why we need to save and hoard all the knowledge because they're going to keep us away from it. And they're also going to try to rewrite history. So it's not just the fact that we're preserving the knowledge for the next generation. We're preserving the truth for the next generation. And it might just get to a point where we rely on our memory and it's like spoken word stories handed down through the generations like they used to. But it's important to keep that knowledge, keep those stories, keep it on paper and keep it in here to whatever degree possible.
So somebody is talking about something that's unrealistic in the comment section, but I'm just now getting to it. So did we say something about something being unrealistic? I don't know. If someone could let me know, that would be great.
Unrealistic. You were saying there was a comment saying it was unrealistic to expect single women to stay away from men. And then we said, and I said, we're just the early warning weather system. Like that's all. That's a warning. You take with it what you want.
Thank you, Peachy. Thanks, Peachy Queen, for the $5. Okay, go ahead.
I want to add something about, because I forget, someone said it earlier about married women. You like, I've mentioned this before in my videos, but like the STI, married women are just as likely to get an STI as single women. And so like, just you can't assume that your husband is not cheating and that he's not messing with your birth control. And I've been saying this for a while, but when I had an IUD and if people are hooking up, don't tell them you have an IUD.
Nope.
Like literally, like
Make them wear a condom.
You know, like husbands should be, or you know, whatever. Like but own your birth control and don't trust them with anything anymore. I swear, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the study
drinking
was
stuff too, Bourbon Bougie. I love that you brought that up because I haven't drank in 20 years. I'm not an alcoholic. I just quit 20 years ago. And until I started seeing some of my mutuals talk about alcohol's role in this stuff in terms of inhibition, I did not realize how much that bothered men when they would take me out. And I was like, no, I don't. And they're like, what? And they were upset. And I was like, they are trying to, that's what they're doing. That's what they, so, that's one reason why I was celibate and never got hijacked in relationships is because I always was of sound mind. And I still make crazy decisions because of all my.
So imagine where you would have been if you would have been drinking too.
And I've had a conversation about that, and I think I might make another community post about that, where I was like, for the ladies that don't drink, what has happened when you go out on dates? Because a lot of dudes do try to get you liquored up so that your inhibitions go down. Get it liquored up so the inhibitions go down. So that's the reason why I said that first and foremost, because we've got to be aware. We've got to, you know, I will have a drink or two, but literally my max is 2 drinks. And I've had probably 5 drinks all year. So I don't have many alcohol. Number one, all of us are older. That just sticks to the belly. But so that was my issue, just sticking right there on the belly. But also, you know, we need to make sure that we have all of our cognitive thinking for as long as we can. Here's Nora. Hey, Nora. Nora spelled out everybody's names.
Oh, hey, Nora.
Melanie Hamlet and Therese Lee. So if you ladies are not following Melanie Hamlet and Therese Lee, those are their names right there. Thank you, Nora, for putting that out there. And Nora, I sent you an email, Nora. I appreciate you. Please be patient with me. Today is definitely a challenging day. I had to put some of my work on the back burner because I just woke up like I've probably had 3 good hours of sleep. Let's see.
I did manage to sleep, but I have a special cocktail I use to sleep. So like if I take that every night, I sleep regardless. But it's a combination of bioidentical hormones, melatonin, and some other stuff. But I always sleep. If I were not for that, I wouldn't have slept. I would have been like everybody else.
So, ladies, I did literally just decide to go live. Y'all saw that we had 6 minutes. I'm like, let's go live.
And I was like,
good thing I looked at my phone. I happened to look at my phone 10 minutes to 3, and I was like, oh, we're doing this? Okay.
So I'm going to have to wrap this up right now because I do have kids and everything, and you have to feed these people periodically. So
y'all, if you follow me or us or whatever, comment in our community or comment on our videos of any specific skill building or useful content you might want to see from us. Like I don't know how to sew, but I do know how to knit. I know how to do the basic knitting stitch. That's all I know how to do. But there are plenty of knitting videos you can find. But if there's anything in particular that you can't find that you'd like me to address, or any particular issue, comment on one of my videos, send me something in my community, and let me know, because I really want to know what content would be useful to you.
Yeah. Also, just to kind of like what we've been doing in our chat is also like what I hope everyone's doing in their real lives and other chats is, you know, like we come from very different skill sets, right? Therese, like, you know, lawyer, and, you know, taxes, and me, journalism, writing, stories, like we all have our own thing we're really good at, and we need to share information and share knowledge and like
pool resources. Share resources.
Share resources. And so, yeah.
All right. So we'll continue to go live. Y'all see how quickly we coalesced.
Hi.
Okay. Chrissy, you want to say bye to the people? Bye. Okay, but
bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. All right. So y'all see how quickly we were able to create something. So we'll continue to go. We'll continue to go live.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Mose. My cat's around here somewhere. She doesn't
I'm
care.
so glad you did this, by the way, because I was just feeling so sad and alone and paralyzed, and I needed this so much. So thank you for just sending out that text. I feel so much better. So thank you for everyone being here too. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you all.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this and go feed these people that live with me that are short of me.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I'll be in touch in the chat. Bye.
Bye.